Hi guys, good evening. It's just me and just doing a follow-up video of the Skor squares and what the finished product looks like and everything. So I'm going to cut them up. So just bear with me. Just got to wash my hands again. Like I said, always got to wash your hands, right? Okay, so here is the finished product of the Skor squares. So another good thing with the parchment paper is that it's actually allows you to lift it out much easier than if you didn't have parchment paper. So what I got here as well is just a glass of hot tap water, and it's like a butcher's knife, chef's knife, I guess, whichever. So just kind of dip it into the water to get it. It's just going to be easier to cut through. Even though they've been at room temperature, it's still, the toffee bits make it a little hard. So what I actually do, I just kind of cut down the middle of the Skor squares. And again, you can, depending on how big you want them, the Skor squares are sweet. A lot of people find, and they're very rich, so I don't usually cut them very big. So I just do maybe 2x2 squares, maybe, I guess. Just keep dabbing the knife. And generally what I do when I take them, say, for instance, into work, because I share them with a lot of people at work, I usually cut the edges off. My husband always complains that he doesn't really get any of the stuff that I bake, because I generally take most of it to work. So I usually cut the edges off to kind of make it like a nice square. So then I cut it in half, and then I cut each of those in thirds. I generally get about 16 to 20 squares. Again, depending on, you may want them bigger. Totally personal preference at that point on how big you want them. So, and because it's 9x9, it's, well, not really a square, but you know, close enough. And then I just cut it down. So, can't really see it, but it's cut in 6 lengths of 6, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut them again in thirds. So, and if it's at room temperature, you may not have to actually heat up the knife after every cut. Generally, I don't use a knife. I just kind of, you know, use my strength or lack thereof, I guess. So they're now all cut into individual squares, as you can see. That's about the size I usually have them. It's a good size. Again, they're pretty sweet, so some people like the inside because they're a little bit more chewy. I myself, when I do eat them, I'm not a big sweets fan, so I don't actually eat a lot of stuff that I bake. I prefer the crunchy, the end pieces. So, alright, so that is the rest of the Skor squares. I'm actually going to go ahead now and I'm going to log back on and make another video, and I'm going to do what's called a 5-star bars. 4 or 5 ingredients, pretty simple. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Take care.